Hello, everybody. This is Glenda with AKA GK Fralin of Friendly Community, and we welcome you. Tonight, I'm going to put in some footage that I took and ended up sizing it down considerably. I think you might enjoy it. We'll see. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, too much old style TV. Although I did like the show Bonanza. Okay. Ba-dum, bum, bum, bum. Bum, 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 bum. I keep doing that, and it's totally unnecessary. You know, talking to you guys does make this more fun. I just watched a Jungle Book. This is the first time I've ever watched one with not the cartoon actors, or not the cartoon. I used to love to go to my grandmother's. See, Grandma and Grandpa Miller had colored TV while we were still trying to get a black and white to work. We had this old Zenith. And when we did have it working, we only got one channel. Of course, I think that's probably all Grandma and Grandpa got too, with, antennas out in the country like that. But anyway, I loved The Nutcracker. I was just absolutely in love with that movie. And seeing it in color, that's the only way to see it. And I don't even know if they put the original one on TV anymore. If somebody knows if they do, this is not working for me. Another idea. And instead of trying to do a slip knot, I just did a real knot. Okay, now maybe I can get somewhere. Anyway, so we used to go up. Mom and Dad would take us up once a year when the Nutcracker was on, and we would watch the Nutcracker on Grandma and Grandpa Miller's colored TV. way to show you the rest of that story that I didn't get in last night. Anyway, oh, it's been a day. It's been a day. My granddaughter came over this morning to clean, and she had sent a message the other night. She wanted to have a little more, wanted to know if we could give her a little more time to earn a little more money. So I said, well, I sure can. I can always find more for you to do. Anyway, except for the dining room table, of course. I had her doing just about every surface and every glass mirror and thing in the house that she could get to with Windex. She'd already done her regular dusting and mopping and this and that and the other thing. And I finally did get to a point where, Joe, do you have something for her to do? She wanted to make sure she earned $25. She wanted to put gas in her car. So anyway, oh, but it's always good to see that girl work. I didn't mean that in a bad way. But she would come in here, she's like a soldier. She would get something done, and she would just come in here and she'd stand and look at me. She'd just stand there like at attention and look at me like ready for the next chore, Sarge. And it just got so comical. Finally, she came in here and she just stood there and looked at me, and I was like, Joe! And he did. He had something for her to help him with, so anyway. And he was busy outside today. It was nice out. He worked on the car, got oil changed, this, that, and the other thing, and he did some cleaning up, and he got to the lumber yard, this, that. I mean, he just kind of filled a lot of the day doing that kind of stuff. But, and this evening, I was so upset last night. Was it last night? I think it was last night. Anyway, they've been talking about the Christmas special of Alaskan Bush People. And I kept trying to figure out when it was coming on. And I waited and waited last night. All they were showing was gold mining, Alaska and this, that, and gold rush. And like 2 hours. Finally, I just gave up, went to a different channel. After a while, I went back and looked, and it was already halfway over. So this evening, I went to the Discovery Channel online, and thank goodness I got to watch the whole episode there and put to rest a lot of the gossip that goes on YouTube and all that about, who's doing what and this, that, and the other things. So anyway, but it looks like her cancer is receding. And so anyway, I guess they're going to see what plans they're going to make next. We don't know if the show will continue, but tonight was certainly sweet. Anyway, I really don't know what else to tell you. I did have a rough day today for a while. I can't really tell you much except that, something got to me really deep down emotionally, and so I kind of did some crying and had some anxiety and this and that. And I don't know, maybe I shouldn't be telling you this, but you guys read me like a book. Anyway, and I already kind of mentioned it a little bit because I won't have Glenda's story with her elements yet because I just did not put any time into it today. And my head still kind of feels, especially when I talk about it, it still kind of feels like you know, that anxiety, it's just right there. But it will be taken care of, and it's just very sad. Nothing health related happening to anyone in the family or anything like that. Just some emotional wrenching, which I go through on occasion. I've done my talk about my journey with bipolar. I hadn't really experienced this kind of emotional trauma, or I guess you'd call it more of a, I don't know about trauma. Anyway, it just gave me some anxious moments, but thankfully I was able to get in touch with somebody, and then Joe came in and I said, honey, I just really I need you right now. And as always, he was there. So, and you guys are here for me. And I usually like to entertain you, and I hope I did tonight. I really do hope I did. But I've got to, you know, I know you read me like a book anyway, so I just as well give you the truth. I can't tell you any more than that, but I love you, and I know you guys love me, and so this too shall pass. So. Keep your joy. Good night. Spread the love, and I'll see you tomorrow.